I'm gonna try to film this as quickly as possible because it's really hot and humid in here, and I don't think it's gonna be very long before I just pouring sweat. And that won't be attractive. That's not what you came here to see. Did you come here to see that? I'm not really sure. I know there are some interesting fetish websites. Would I end up on a fetish website if I showed you my feet right now? Well, hello. I have given a general overview of my coming out process in a past video, but I got the opportunity to take part in kind of a mega collab with Ashley Mardell, and so I thought this would be a good time to kind of go into a little bit more detail about a certain aspect of my coming out process, specifically coming out to my best friend. And I'll admit, I actually just had to reference my journal to see how old I was when I came out, because I actually forgot. I genuinely forgot. According to my life notes, I was 21 years old when I came out to my best friend, and he was one of the first people I told that I was gay. However, not only did I have the opportunity to tell him about my homosexuality, but I also finally told him that I was in love with him. A good part of me knew that once he finally knew how I felt, he wasn't actually going to return those exact feelings, but fortunately it didn't freak him out at all. I always thought in that moment that I was going to just fall to pieces and cry and sob and just spill everything out in one blubbery mess. But it ended up being a really great conversation, and I didn't cry at all. In fact, he was the one that cried a lot. He can tend to be a little bit of an emotional person, so I think I just happened to tell him at the right time when stress was building up from school and projects and other things, and it all just came bubbling out. And pretty soon he was talking about how he just wanted me to be happy, and then about how specific other friends should be happy, and he talked about his past relationships, and at the end of the whole thing I ended up having to be the one to hold him and comfort him. It was actually really nice just kind of allowing that moment to be about both of us rather than just me telling him things and him reacting to them. I'm not really one who likes to talk about how I feel, so it was nice to turn it into a conversation rather than a confession. He actually became one of the biggest allies I had in my coming out process. He was always there to talk, and he was always there to be very supportive, and he was always there to be the swift kick in the pants I needed to help myself come out to other people. I'm not gonna lie, coming out after that was still a process. It was something I still had to work at, it was something that was still very hard in some cases, and being in love with him at the same time kind of turned me into a crazy person. Back then, even though he wasn't hurting me intentionally, some part of me convinced myself that it was okay to hurt him sometimes, emotionally and verbally, and how he stuck with me through that, and how he saw through where those feelings were actually come from. I will forever be grateful for him being my friend to this day, because I don't think I would have stayed friends with me back then. I was just a hot mess. I was just not fun to be around sometimes. We are still friends to this day, and I am no longer in love with him. Haven't been for a very long time. It's very freeing, and it's a relief to be able to just be friends with him now. And to actually be happy for him when he gets a girlfriend, because let me tell you, Crazy Travis, he wasn't happy. He was definitely not happy when he started dating people. So yeah, I don't know if that story helps you in any way. I always recommend coming out to your best friend first, because they're your best friend for a reason. Your best friend is somebody who has probably seen you at your worst, so telling them a secret like that about you is probably not going to surprise them. And if it's something they have a problem with, then they were probably not your best friend to begin with. And be as kind to the people who are supporting you as you possibly can, because sometimes it's very difficult to find support in this world, so it is important to treat those people who are supporting you as kindly as possible. If they love you as much as you think that they do, they'll probably stay with you, but they don't deserve... He didn't deserve any of that. Oh my god. If you've come out to someone close to you, or are going to come out to someone close to you, or have had a close friend come out to you, let me know about it down in the comments. I would love to start a discussion down there about this topic, considering there were a lot of aspects of it I didn't get the opportunity to talk about in this video. Be sure to check out Ashley Mardell's video on a similar topic by clicking right here. If you're not subscribed to her, what are you waiting for? She is amazing and so much more eloquent with topics like these than I am. She is a fantastic voice for the LGBTQ community, and she can work more magic with construction paper than I could probably do with actual magic. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! Click here if you want to hear my entire coming out story. It was a video I filmed for National Coming Out Day, and it'll give you a better idea of what the moments in my life were that were kind of leading up to the moments in this video and the moments after. And it'll also give you a little bit more advice if you are currently going through a coming out process. Being gay is way fun, you guys. Just be gay. Everybody should just be gay, okay? That was great advice.